If anyone's still there on Twitch, welcome. I think YouTube, yeah, sorry if you got a double notification. Geez, my fan is having a job here. Let me just double check. Really want this preview on. Hide player. Cool. Cool. So I don't really have, well, I do have a bit of an idea of what I'd like to achieve. Not sure of chord progressions or anything yet, but let's find ourselves a kick. It's a candidate. Looking through Reason's sort of stock drum sounds. It's a very mixed bag. Not convinced about that kick. See how my internet connection is doing. Wow. was the opposite last time I was at this particular space. My dongle, my phone was blazing and the Wi-Fi wasn't. Okay, let's find this on the keyboard. Looking for something wide. But in a natural sounding way. Some of them sound sort of artificially wide. Man, kind of know. This is drum supply. They've actually got other sounds in the factory library. Like under Kong, sounds and samples. That's the sort of thing I was looking for. Time for a hat. These days I try not to start with drums generally, but exception to the rule today. Feel like we could use that for a side hat next, not the main event. Let's lay something down. Using Control D there, by the way, which works while you're playing. Comma key adds a new lane. Sounds like that clap is late. Maybe it's just got a pre-clappy kind of a thing going on. So I could shift it here. Change the velocities up here. Just sort of ramping them up. This little control here, velocity to level. It's rather static. Let's add a groove. It's literally just a small percentage of swing in the groove pool. Oops, that's quantize. Here's the groove pool. A1 just has 53% shuffle. It's definitely a different. I suppose 50% is halfway, so you can go negative. Reaper, 0 is halfway, and you can go minus 0. This seems to be the 0 is at 50%, which is a bit strange. It's just different. I might just add a side chain. Feels like forever since I've produced in here on a stream. Actually, it has been forever. So here's the pumper. I'm going to tell it not to receive notes. That way... Oh, it is unchecked. Okay. That way it'll just use this quarter note pulse. Pretty simple right now. Going to add some bass, I think. Keep building the groove a little bit, maybe a shaker. I'm going to fold this, this combinator, which has all those drums in it. I remember there were some percussion loops. So you turn off enable loop playback, then it doesn't automatically play, and then you send the loop to the track. That way it plays from the track instead of just playing all the time. This is what I had in mind, just an extra seems a bit transient to me. I might do a bit of compression on it, or I could use this attack. Funny how a certain frequency pokes out when you're not in solo. It's like something clashing with something else. I personally don't very much like this EQ. I find it too broad. So I'm just using ReQ because it's free on Windows. I wish there was a shortcut for solo. So we only heard the issue, at least I only heard the issue that was bothering me when it was in the mix, so... Something on the kick that I'm hearing. So this guy has its own problems, but it's not what I was hearing. Should have known. Although it does sound a bit better without that frequency. A bit less of it at least. Gain compensation. Before. After. So each of these stereo images corresponds to one of these individual drums. Each one goes to one of these images. And that just means I can very quickly high pass something, low pass something, or add plugins. Being rather laggy, which is unusual. Yeah, I don't normally start with drums, it's funny. Something's bugging me with this. You know what I want? I want a... Oh, you know what? I've actually got what I need here. I've got an NNXT sampler where I could load this kick. So I've edited this kick, so it should be in project samples. Song samples, assigned samples. So move the focus to this guy. Are you still streaming, Seebeck? So now instead of that kick, I'm hearing this one. Yeah, I'm a bit uncomfortable. I feel like I would like to lift the laptop. Oh, you did raid me. It's weird, I've been pegged at 0 viewers according to this thing, and I fixed my freaking Oh, this laptop might not have any notifications on it. Oh, okay, I need to get that browser source. Sorry about that. I don't know why it's been pegged at 0 viewers for me. Because if I had known, would I have done anything differently? Who knows? Although the chat has been much quieter. I want to pitch this shit down. I can remember where. So the reason I'm using this is so I can do filter envelope. Filter. Yeah, I'm on headphones, so I find the clickiness of the kicks often catch me when I move to speakers. But I feel like that is definitely an improvement. Shift, Control Shift. So now I've copied it to the wrong place. There. Thankfully I'm on headphones. Okay, these shakers are a bit bright. Can you hear the dog snoring? Maybe when I speak while it's snoring. Copy that across, turn off snap. The S button is currently the freaking keyboard, so F4 to close the keyboard, S to turn off snap, F4 to turn on the keyboard. So ridiculous. And then again, F4, S, F4. You know what? I can humanize this. F8. I don't want to quantize it though. Oh, but it's selected items only? Yeah. So the trick here is randomize. Okay. So let's see what we can do for let's get out of edit. I'm actually going to mute the drums and come back to them. Let's go to the blank slate, which is this guy. It's a combinator with a mixer in it, so I can put multiple synths in it and control the combinator, playing all the synths inside it. Basically like a patcher or a Ableton rack. I like doing noise. That's snoring. Jeez. So this is keyboard track by default, which I think is pretty interesting. It's also spectral, so it's per note. There we go. Three viewers, nice. The real stat, not the restream stat. What happens when you unison noise? Ooh. Gets a bit loud. So the reason I sequenced all that stuff on lanes is because, well, number one, they're all inside one combinator, but number two, I can do stuff like this. Just mute half the stuff. I feel like I'm going to make a longish sequence and then trim it down. Snap is off. I know that note wasn't in the scale of E minor, but sometimes those runs sound cool. Let's give it that groove. want to find a way to make it go softer the higher it goes. Key. Engine 1 volume. Oops. Engine 1 volume. So that's the slider here. And this is engine 1. So we've got 2 more empty engines. And I'm going to make it go negative. Crackles already. I feel like I've done a better sound before with Thor. Keys, maybe? Lots of interesting sounding things here. I'm just not seeing the patch that I'm thinking of. Maybe if I scan through them, I'll hear it. This is what it was. Last pad. This is the similar thing, I think. Key tracking, high resonance. I guess this is a noise thing. Oh, this is the noise oscillator. That's cool. Epic build up. These are like electric drum simulations. Cool, man. Thanks. Okay, cool. Thanks. Hey, let's roll with this. Suddenly inspired by the snare roll. Let's join those up. Automate this guy. Sure, that sounds nice. I was going to do a similar thing with the hi-hat, but this sounds cooler. Maybe I'll see if I can do the hi-hat as well. There's it. Let's do some rolls. Okay, let's move these guys, join them, move them onto a new lane. automate a few different things, like the level of this guy. You guys are super quiet. So the line over here is the static value and there's no automation clip. So right now it says it's at 94, and now this dot tells me up here, ooh, I just happened to hit 94, so that's the same level. So now I could move it position wise. Position wise, let's go 1, 0. 1, 1, 1. So now it's at the start of the clip. Kind of just want some sort of vague flowing volume riding. Maybe I'll stretch that over that length. There's a compressor on the whole thing. I kind of like that, actually. It always bothered me because I was trying to use this as like the main event, but actually having sort of clean, punchy drums separately and then having this for sort of effect drums is quite nice. Sia Pravda. It is Jangoza_music. Yeah, just mucking about. I am house sitting down the road from home. So I don't actually have, don't have my computer, so I don't have normal projects to work on. My laptop isn't really set up for production at the moment. Do. Quite a nice sound. Have another idea. What if this was twice as long? Then we could echo it somehow. Like, where's the easiest way to duplicate a track? I think it's here. Duplicate tracks and devices. Yes, please. I'm on 30-second notes and there's no keyboard shortcut to change it. Cool, man. Good to see you on Twitch. Didn't know you had a Twitch account. Or is it a recent thing? Are you going to be doing any streams? Oh, I'm not comfortable here. Looking for something to prop up my laptop. Cookbook. It's a little bit higher, that's kind of nice. Yeah, it's better for my neck, I'm not looking down so much. Even a single book, it's amazing what little incremental differences to your setup can have an impact. So this sound I'm going to swap out. I'm going to look through my patches again because it's memory lane, because I made a lot of the sounds that I used in Reason were from like 2012. Let's go 12 minus 12, drop it down an octave. Yeah, man, we should do a collab, an in-person collab one of these days. Sounds suitably illegal. A whirly. Doesn't really sound like a whirly. Maybe higher up it does. Not really. Funk stab. This could be something else. If I can find where all the low end went. Did I high pass it? No. This is a low pass, but it's all the way open. Could be this guy. Duplicate that one again. Interesting. Must be a sample from my PC somewhere. Yeah, I have an idea of the sound, so let's just reset this guy. Saw wave. Let's get... Actually, I'll use the non-spectral filter. Well, I'd love to know the... It was kind of cool. Maybe I'll use it for something else. Oh, I gotta send it. There we go. I believe this is the envelope 2. So you can change what things are routed to. But it's kind of nice if you know what things are sort of pre-routed, then you don't have to do too much changing every time you make a sound. How about some unison? Okay, it's not going to follow everything. Let's go 7th up, so, I mean 5th up, so 7 semitones. Maybe the high notes got widened and not the low note. my initial idea had been to just use like 2 bars or 1 bar of the melody for a while until we get to like a breakdown or something, but Alt up and down is a handy little shortcut, moves the loop locators around. That's like an old shortcut. It's quite nice that it's still there. They've actually taken away 2 shortcuts, and I complain about it every given opportunity. They're like, looking for feedback, survey, this, that, the other thing. Control 1 and Control 2 used to go between your rack and sequencer, and now it's F5 for the mixer, F6 for the rack, and F7 for the sequencer. Mixer, rack, sequencer. But on a laptop, okay, well, let's not even think about a laptop. Just where your hands lay. Your fingers, at least most people I would think producing would have their fingers around your control key, your shift key, alt key, space bar, and some of the numbers. F5 is nowhere near either hand, like ever. That's the first problem. Second problem is on a laptop like mine, all the F keys are squashed together, so you can't even feel where F5, F6, F7 are. There's no like differentiator between them. You have to look, have to look down every time you want to navigate around this program. It should be second nature. It's such a pet peeve. Control 1 and Control 2 are great. Pet peeve. Yeah. Rant. Like, cool, add some shortcuts, that's great, but don't take others away. Why? Okay. Jeez, I haven't made anything in Reason in a very long time. Copying across the hats and their volume automation. What I could probably do is humanize this 20, this randomized notes. Ooh, that's a lot. Undo. It's, oh, and it's also swing. No, it's not swinging. Let's just go 8. Nice. It's like just that little bit off kilter. Plus the volume automation. And we have ourselves some somewhat organic hats. Let's see. I doubt they'll ever bring those shortcuts back. I just wish they would add more in general, like grid shortcuts, a solo shortcut. They could do some wiring shortcuts. You should be able to right click on, because now that they have the mixer, you should be able to right click and like route all outputs in one click into their own mixer channel. So you've got separate outputs for all your drums. That should just be a macro that's there. Scroll lock. Like some reverb. I think I can do it from here. Oh, here's the kick. That's revealing to me in terms of what might be an issue when I go to my speakers at home. I've never had a lag before. But I guess this is uncharted territory using Reason on my laptop while streaming. That's the thing about a room. I mean, you hear certain frequencies probably stick out a little bit better, like treble, because of your room. Okay, we have a build-up. Oh. Okay, this patch doesn't seem to want to have too much lower end in it. What did I just do? Undo. So what I'm going to do is just layer in a serum where I have my sub patch. Ah, it's nice not working with a webcam sometimes. It's like when you do random little things like rub your face or something, you suddenly feel self-conscious. Sounds like this needs to come up an octave. Heck yeah, dude. It looks like a nice unit. I've never actually used a Motu, but I do see a lot of evangelists. Who was it on stream? Was it Marty Lake? Evangelizing it. But I've seen others as well. It's definitely among the sort of slightly higher tier than Focusrite. Like you get Audient, Motu, what's that other one? RME. And then the next sort of tier up from that would probably be like your Aurora, Lynx Aurora. What's that other one called? Let's mono this bass. I can remember where. Here, mono legato. Then the portamento, on, not auto, no, auto. On just means it always bends. So now let's just make sure there isn't too much low end on this guy. I think we could use some verb on it. Although the crackles we had earlier, I'm wondering how far I'm going to actually get with this. A bit more, I think. Ooh, crackles, there we go. It is a great reverb. I mean, this is also, it's got impulses. So there's an EQ section, which is also handy, so you can take out the lows. You've got to switch it on somewhere here. Can't really hear it with that particular patch, since I've high-passed. You can gate it, some 80s vibes, and then here is algorithm room. So there's small space, room, hall, arena, echo, convolution. So you can load convolution impulses in here. And then you've got length, size, interesting. So yeah, pretty powerful. As I get older, I'm learning that I don't need as much bass as I think I do. Sometimes I'll even go but I think if the level's right to begin with. Yeah, better output options. You can also do balanced outputs from it, I assume. Multiple input and output options, that's nice. The peak meters on it look damn cool. That's really cool. I've never seen meters like that look like proper actual meters on the front of the sound card. Not just sort of indicators. Feels weird doing everything by hand. I mean by mouse. Follow it for that riff, I think. This mouse is also horrible. I don't know if I can tweak my settings at all to improve it. Yeah, it's funny, man. I know someone who got the next focus right up. He got one of those clarets, and he reckons he also feels like he has to turn the gain up higher than he would like non-linear curve. Could attempt to record something here. I believe I've got. Let's turn this down. Quantize notes during recording, 75%. Let's go. With a count in, if you please. That is behind my on-screen keys. Pre. Occurred to me that I should probably know what the melodic stuff is doing. And whether I'm going to use it. Man, I feel like my machine is lagging already. Which is funny because, oh, it's Reason. Reason is pretty bad with CPU usage these days. Back in the day, it used to be really good. But like Thor doesn't have Unison, nor did Subtractor or any of their other sort of synths. These are more powerful synths for sure. And VSTs also are known to take up way more CPU than they should. Because last time I did this on this laptop stream, it was in FL, and I was able to like get pretty far before I had crackles. And I'm not normally one to compliment FL on their CPU usage either. But that's just because I'm spoilt with Reaper. I'm going to grab this pumper. Geez. It's actually almost easier to just drag it from the browser. You've got to scroll that far. Doo-doo. Space. Should probably label it. Cool, man. Have a good night. Yeah, let's chat soon, man. It's been a while since we've had a little Zoom or something. Thanks for stopping by. Not hearing that note glide that I thought was clear as day. Undo. Position 0. This is one of those things where you... Oh, it's probably because of the sidechain. You keep plugging away until eventually you either like it or go mad. Let's take the kick out for a bar before the change there. And also no shaker. What about polyrhythm? Oh, it's definitely lagging when I record. Length down a touch. Yeah, CVEC, sorry I missed that second part of your comment, I saw. But yeah, that's probably true. And also for mastering, you can kind of get stuff that much louder when there's a bit less bass. That was my first yawn, I think. Had a bit of a strange evening. We tried to order a takeaway, and the Uber Eats thing said, oh, we're too far from the location, so like unable to process your order. So we're like, damn. So we make pasta, and as the pasta's like just getting ready, he gets a ping saying 6 minutes away. So somehow the order did go through after saying that it wouldn't go through. And so we suddenly pivoted from pasta to takeaways again. Thoroughly confused brains. Now we could key change this. Definitely got too much treble going on here too. I just need to identify the source of it. See, I have to use this length thing because if I try and turn snap off, I have the key. So by the time you've done the snap and then gone back to change the thing, because it doesn't have another shortcut it doesn't have, which is like another really basic one. So when you drag something, most DAWs let you hold H, Alt, or Shift, or Control. I'm just trying them all again. But nope, they do not bypass the grid temporarily, ever. Oh, we haven't gone down. Wish me luck recording. That 75% quantize is generally exactly what I want. except sometimes it just lags and plays the note completely after where I played it. Oh, lagging a lot. This is such a small project too. Unbelievable. Let's just check if I've got like hyper threading. See, I wonder if that helps. Using video card buffer size improves plugin performance. Ah, look at my buffer size though. Can bump that up. I mean, it'll suck, but we can. Okay, I want to layer something with this noise pad. Kind of like a lower version of that Europa. Kind of wish I hadn't used Europa, although, hey, nice man, order placed. Maybe I should use a nice simple plugin like Subtractor. And I won't use a VST for widening. I will use their built-in Unison plugin, which I actually like. Like, it's not much of a compromise. Suppose it should have some release. Kind of reminds me of Synth Oneness, Subtractor, in terms of its like 2 oscillator and then a mix knob. Ah. And it has ring mod. I think they might both be based on a Nord something or other. Wasn't the sound I was expecting, or planning on rather, but I will take it. Could have sworn we had shortened this, but maybe not enough. Hey man! Yeah, man, today was a bit better actually. I got to do a little house sitting down the road again, so some cash from that, and then I had a small editing job this morning, and a label wants to take one of my tracks, which was going to go on my EP, but I've kind of decided, even though like royalty-wise it isn't really worthwhile releasing with the label, it's also nice just to have the stuff out there. The more out there, the better. I can always find another track for the EP. Even if it's not making me money, it's at least getting in front of other eyes and building up the catalog. Number of things I'm not feeling about this. Ow. 1 minute they were overlapping, now it's like not even close to the beat. I'm so confused. Oh, it was that note, okay. Not the note that I was focusing on. By the way, I'm not dropping frames, I'm just lagging. My computer is already taking strain, my laptop. So whenever I hold shift, it does sustain. That is one of the little quirks of this thing. Sustain is shift. Maybe I could change it to caps lock. I believe these things are mappable. Advanced. ZX for octave up and down is mappable, but sustain is not. Bummer. We need some stabs. This bass could also be a little darker in the beginning, or in general. Feels like it's got a lot more low mids than I had previously noticed. I'm guessing the filter is going negatively somehow. Envelope amount 127. But the attack is moving, not the... Okay. It's definitely a positive envelope amount, so I don't understand. But, oh, invert. Righty. Turned my headphones up and I'm a bit more satisfied by this now. But I would still like some blippity blop stabs. Damn. Yes, I'm getting distracted, but what's up? That's pretty much what I wanted. See, it just glitches. Freaking irritating. Stop lagging. Reason has a very attractive interface. Yeah. Lags. Let's add some shuffle to that. I guess we could move this up to the third. I actually like that better. Instead of it just going straight down. This could be that chord. That actually is fine because this note is being used in this, so that should probably move. I like it. It's not too predictable, but it's kind of predictable. Try that chorus again. It doesn't really work so well direct, but I guess it does. I prefer using it as a send to add volume rather than dilute. Feels like it dilutes a little bit. Okay, let's see why I didn't like the clap. Now that I've turned up my headphones a bit. Next thing to work on, this hat. Might just need EQ. And maybe a layer. Ah, I thought of another part to this fill. Grid, 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 grid. Feel like that snare should be dialed back a bit because it's hitting the compressor on the master bus of this Kong. Is that gain reduction or just an LED? I think it's just an LED, okay. That can come up a bit. Okay, the clap can come next round. I just wanted to make sure it fit. Duplicate. Why did it do that? Because it felt like it, apparently. Don't know what I hit, but okay. Laptop is surviving a little bit better now that I've up the latency. What is going on? Okay, that layer doesn't need to be there for this section. Yes, so this volume is at 66. So here's where we go into macros. I'll grab 4-1, rotary 1, and this combinator that I use in my template has blank scribble strips so I can easily see what's mapped when I've named stuff. Because by default, when you add a combinator, it says knob 1, knob 2, knob 3, and I'm like, why? Why have you used my labels for something obvious? Another pet peeve. So we're going to go, wait, what was this value again? 66. Oh, sorry. So we don't want Thor 1. We want mixer rotary 1. Target level 2, which is the second channel level. And we want it to be 0 at the bottom and 66 at the top. Wrong knob. There we go. So this will be synth 2. Oops, synth 2. So that I know what that is. Now I can alt click it to automate it. And we want it in the beginning. But we don't want it here. Perfect. That is because the static value when there's no clip is down at 0 at the moment. It's nice that you can change it so easily from there, or if you open up the actual clip in this edit mode, it's the same thing. You can grab it there. Now check, solo isn't linked. It's kind of like FL actually. So I've got to come in here, find where it's soloed. I'm just going to say screw it. Not use that dissonant chord. So we've now used a note that's not really in the scale that I'm in. Let's see if it clashes with this guy. dark. That section needs more energy. Maybe the hats come in there. What if this guy, let's just join it for a second. So there's actually a darker view, which I'm kind of missing right now. Requires restart though. Let's try dark. I think it was blue actually that I used before. They're basically the same. So I could save this and restart it. And have the sequencer not so blinding white. $20, 22nd, right. I should know that. I had a huge debit go off today. melodic cheese. Let's do a quick restart. I might even switch over to FL for a bit of stuff in there, although it's nearly 11 p.m. Wow, maybe not. I actually had so little sleep that I thought I was going to have a nap today, and then I had some good tea and a shower and a shave, and suddenly I felt like a different person. Yeah, this is actually a bit more my vibe. This particular skin. So I feel like there should be, I don't know, should go even slower, this sort of progression. Feels like the kick suddenly got way more clicky clunky. Maybe it's just I wasn't hearing it in the mix so well, and so I turned up the headphones, or I muted something that caused me to hear it better. Stealing focus. Ah, that's useful. The GUI is lagging, but I can actually hear the changes. Suda. Okay, we need a nice big sweep. It's funny, feels like it took me a lot longer to kind of get into the zone. Like I was sitting here and I was doing stuff, but I wasn't like in the zone fully. Just, I guess, because it's a different space. And in terms of actually being live, I suppose. What's I looking for again? Crash. Yeah, I'm on a laptop. I'm not at the normal place. So it's just the whole vibe is different. I had the idea to try and use a pitched down hi-hat as a crash. Let's look for a huge reverb. John Verb, since we had John cameoing earlier. From the Pravda account. Kinda works. I like those automated hi-hats, the way they kind of rise and fall in volume, and then also on perfectly on the grid. Yeah, man, congrats. That's going to be awesome. That's why I usually move them like this. Because it's sort of when they overlap, you find them getting deleted. Another little annoying thing to work around. And they only added an up octave shortcut in version 11. Maybe it can be a bit softer. Maybe the pulsing can be less intense as well. And then let's deal with, I feel like another top loop would be cool. And they have a lot of loops. Let's try Tech House. That's quite cool. Kind of feel, oh well, we'll see. Put our groove on it and maybe quantize it slightly. In terms of stock loops for what we do, Reason wins in my opinion. There's so much. That's just the loop supply stuff. There's also percussion, which I haven't really gone through. Actually, I've got some of the stuff from Splice. They must have partnered with some other group. There's that pack. I haven't heard the pop. So what I meant about it only being, ooh, what's drum and bass? Man, I could have used this stuff the other day. Nice. So what I was saying is, yeah. Ooh, fills. In the old factory library, there's more drums. And then there's all these other folders. The drum and bass stuff. I mean, a lot of this stuff is from like when I first got Reason in like Reason 2. The stuff was all there. But it's still good, man. And here's other percussion stuff. Instrument loops, bass loops, percussion loops. There's more tech house loops here that are construction kit vibes. And in some cases, I think they're actually nicer than the newer ones. These were added, I think, in Reason 9 or 10. No. I think 8. So I definitely had them the last version I had. It's okay, it's not really what I was going for. I need to listen to some more references before I carry on with that, if I carry on with that. I must go to bed. I must go to bed. Thanks for tuning in, man. What the hell has happened here? What is going on? Okay, OBS was just glitching. Ha! What's my screen start thing? Oh yeah, nice. Cool, man. Take it easy.